Hello everyone, welcome to Byju's Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. I hope you all are doing really well and are in extremely great health. So today we are going to conduct a session for IPMET CUET BBA exam logical reasoning practice session part 1. Part 1 means there has to be some multiple parts which would be coming for this session. First of all, before starting the session, let me just tell you what is the agenda of the session, what we are going to discuss in this session, what all are the things we are going to see here, right? So the main important point of this session is to practice certain question of logical reasoning. But sir, some of you must be saying, sir, in IPMET Indore we do not have a question. So in IPMET Rohtak you might get a question from this. In CUET, in other BBA entrance examination, you might end up getting the questions from these logical reasoning kind of questions. So we are going to have a mix and match kind of practice, because I think till now you are done with the basics, you are done with the, I am just assuming that you are done with the basics, and we are practicing certain question from the mixture of all the questions, so that it would be a great practice session. For every question I would be giving you certain time so that you can also try. Okay, if you are not able to do it in that particular time, you can pause the video and once again you can try it by yourself, and then you can see the solution. Although I'll be giving you certain time also, sometimes 15-20 seconds, sometimes 30-40, depending on the level of the question. Again and again I'll try to give it, but in some of the question, if I'm not giving time, or the time which I am giving to you is not sufficient to you, you can pause the video and once again first of all you can solve it, and then you can move on to seeing the solution if you are not able to do it. So let's just quickly begin the session. Let's begin with the first question that is on your screen now, and the first question here is this. What is the question, sir? In a certain code language, okay, in a certain code language, train runs fast is coded as this, run far away is coded as this, fast as light is coded as this. So what will be the code for the train? That's the question. So we need to identify the code for the train. Just try it yourself, take 15 seconds. Very easy question to start with. So just try first. Okay, I think you must have tried now. Let's move on. I'll be giving you less time. If you need more time, at least I'll be giving you the time to at least read the question. Just after reading the question, I'll start solving it. If you need more time to solve, you want to try it by yourself, please pause the video and once again see it. Okay, in a certain language, trains run fast is coded as 942, run far away is coded as 528, and fast as light is coded as 396. So what will be the code for the train? That's your question. So if we understand this question, what the question here is saying, in a certain language, train runs fast as in run far away. What is common? Run is common in both of them. So whatever be the common code, that should be the code for run. So what is common between them? 2 is common. So can I say the code for run turns out to be 2, right? But we want the code for the train, right? We want the code for the train. So if we get the code for fast also, we can get the train code also. So if we compare now these two, which one, sir? If we compare this train runs fast and fast as light, right? What is common in these two? Fast is common in these two, right? So whatever be the common code, that should be the code for fast. So 942 and 396, that means 9 is common. So 9 is going to be the code for the fast. Now you can easily identify the code for the train. How we can identify, sir? Trains run fast code is 942, out of which 9 is gone for fast and 2 is gone for run. So what is left out? 4. So 4 is going to be definitely the code for train. I hope you can easily answer these questions. Such questions are very easy to solve. Trains run fast is coded as 942, run far away 528, fast as light is 396. What will be the code for the train? You can easily identify the answer. Okay, you just need to look for the things which are common. So here we are only talking about the common things. That's our agenda. Okay, the next question on your screen, answer is A option for question number 1. So now let's move on to question number 2 to 4. Now in this question number 2 to 4, there is study the following data carefully and answer the questions accordingly. So basically what is given, some data is given to you and you have to answer. The data is same for all the 3 questions, that is question number 2, 3 and 4. What is the data? In a certain code language, it must be present here is coded as this. Visit be present the is coded as this. Nation yesterday this. Similarly, we have to do it. So let's move on to question number 1 connected with this. That is this. What is the code for present? So we need to identify the code for present in the given code language. So code for present we need to identify here. Okay, beta. So if you need to identify the code for present, yes, if you want to try it once, you can do it, right? You can pause the video and you can always try it. What should be the code for present? Okay. So code for present we are looking here. Present is present in which statement? सर प्रेजेंट इज प्रेजेंट इन विच स्टेटमेंट, किस किस स्टेटमेंट बेटा प्रेजेंट आ रहा है? सबसे पहले तो ये देखो किस किस स्टेटमेंट में प्रेजेंट है. तो प्रेजेंट इज प्रेजेंट इन दिस स्टेटमेंट, राइट, and present is present in this statement also. In first two statement present is there. Apart from present, what else is common in first two statement? Can I say be present is common in both the statement, right? So what are the common codes here? If I talk about the common codes here, that is going to be km and pt. So km and pt are the common codes. So out of km and pt, right, out of km and pt, one is going to be the code for present, correct? One is going to be the code for present. Why? Because b and present, their code is km pt, but we do not know which is km, which is pt. For that, now you need to see, b is present anywhere else? No sir, b is not present anywhere else. Is present present anywhere else? No sir, present is also not present. So we cannot identify which code is for b and which code is for present. We can say out of km or pt, anyone can be the answer, but we can't be sure about our answer. That is something we need to understand from here, and the answer for this question turns out to be can't be determined, because it can be pt or it can be km also. I hope you all are getting the question. Why we are not able to answer the question? Because present and b, we know one of these has to be pt, other has to be km, but we do not know which one is pt, which one is km. कौन सा pt है कौन सा km पता ही नहीं, क्योंकि किसी और स्टेटमेंट में यह ही नहीं कॉमन जो हम पता लगा पाए. So that's the reason we can't answer this question. Okay जी, let's try the next question connected with the same data set. What is the code for the the? Now we need to identify the code for the. Now let's move on. The code we need to identify, correct? Now if you see the is present here, so the code for the and visit is either tm or cd, correct? Either tm or cd must be the code for the, because pt and km are the code for be present. So either tm or cd must be the code for the. Now if you see, is the common anywhere or visit common anywhere? Yes, tm or cd. So neither tm, tm is here. So if you see tm is here and the is also present, that means the code for the must be tm only. Getting the logic? The is present in second statement and the fourth statement, and the code for the common code here is tm, which is going to be the code for the only. I hope you are getting how to solve such questions. You need to just identify what is the common thing here. Correct? I hope till here no doubt to anyone. Next question, what is the code for about in the given code language? Now we need to go for the code of about. Okay ji. Now let's go back to the question. Now we need to calculate the code for about. Okay. If you see about, is about present in any other statement? Is about present in any other statement? No sir, about is not present in third statement, about is not present in second, and about is not present either in first statement. So out of first three, about is not there. So whatever be the common code, that cannot be the code of about. भाई about जब पहले तीन स्टेटमेंट में है ही नहीं, तो पहले तीन स्टेटमेंट्स के जो भी कोड्स हैं वो यहाँ पर सिमिलर नहीं हो सकते. तो about is the uncommon one, right? If you want the code for about, that should be the uncommon one. If you see qd, is qd present in any of them? qd no sir. au is present, right? So au can't be the code, tm can't be the code, yl is also present here, that can't be the code. Only left out option is going to be qd only. So qd has to be the code for this one. Need not to solve every other statement. What people do here, they start solving for every word. हर एक वर्ड की कोडिंग निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है. यहाँ पर आप डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व कर सकते हो. डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन को कैसे कर सकते हो? लुक फॉर द कॉमन थिंग्स और डायरेक्टली हम क्वेश्चन पे जाएंगे. तो हमें ज्यादा कुछ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी निकालने की, और हमने सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर कर दिए. सो कोड फॉर अबाउट इज गोइंग टू बी qd here. qd मीन्स विच ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट? Yes, option number B has to be correct for this question. Crystal clear till here? If you have any doubt, please feel free to post it in the comment section of this video. So that if you have any doubt, me or someone from our team will definitely going to reply over there. ठीक है जी, चालू रखें तो फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. And let's move on to the next question, which is on your screen. Question number 5. Just read it once. Just read this question once. Sorry, here's the question. Question is on your screen. I am giving you 10-15 seconds to read it. Yes, answers please. आंसर तो आप कैसे बताओगे? Okay, now let me solve it. What the question here is saying, Vital is coding as ZLVBL and Daring is coded as this. What will be the code for the board? So basically you need to identify the pattern here. So what pattern is following here? We just need to identify that particular pattern. So if you see the code for V and for Z, right, how much increment is there? Yes, plus from V, if you want to reach to Z, V, W, X, Y, Z. So basically you need to add 4 in it, right? This is 26, this is 22, right? Coding, I hope you all know. Now from I, if you want to reach to L, you need to add 3 in it, right? I, J, K, L. So J, K is missing and then third letter is going to be L. Now from T, if you want to reach to V, basically you need to add 2 in it. Basically you need to skip only one term, right? R, S, T, U, V. Only skipping U, we are getting V here. Similarly, after A, we are getting B. Just we need to add 1 only. So just after the A, we are getting B. L and L are same. That means you need to add 0. So plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, plus 1 and plus 0 is happening here in this. Now if we similarly we are talking about endearing. Now we have to check the pattern in endearing also. Endearing is coded as what? M, U, J, J, E, U, K, O, G. Now if you see, is there any part, is the same pattern following here also? Answer is yes sir. From E, if you are reaching to M, there is an increase of 8. Code for E is 5, code for this is going to be 13. So there is an increase of 8. Similarly from N, if you are reaching to 7, there is an increase of 7. Similarly increase of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So same you are getting plus 0 is having at the end. So from 8 we are getting the same logic. Plus 8, plus 7, plus 6, plus 5. Same logic has to be in board also. Correct? So from board, B-O-A-R-D. Same logic must be there. So how many letters are there? In this, how many letters were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have started with plus 4. In this, how many letters were there? 9. So we have started with plus 8. In this, 5 letters are there. So we'll start with plus 4. So first of all, I will do plus 4. So B is 2 and 2 plus 4 is 6. And code for 6 is going to be F only. Right? And then we'll start off with, we'll add 3 in it. So we have to skip 2 letters between this. So after O, then R must be there. Similarly, then we have to skip only 2 letters. So only 1 letter we have to skip. After A, B is skipped, C we are going to get. Then from R we are going to have the next letter, right? Plus 1 we are going to do, that is S. And after D, 0 plus has to be there. So answer is going to be A option. So we just need to identify pattern in such question and then we can easily answer what has been asked in the question. I hope it is crystal clear to everyone, right? Question number 5 is also clear. Now let's move on to question number 6. Now question number 6 is on your screen. For the question number 6 and 7, some information has been given. And what is that information saying? In the following questions, assuming the given statements to be true. Now we have to assume that the given statements are true. Find which of the conclusions among the given conclusions are definitely true and then give your answers accordingly. So basically some information is given and you have to assume that information to be true. Whether it is logically true or not, need not to worry about. भाई true लग रहे हैं नहीं लग रहे हैं उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बट आपको assume करना है कि जो भी statement दी हुई है वो सही है, सत्य वचन है, एकदम true है, right? Then which of the following conclusion follows? Definitely follows the definitely true or not. That is something we need to identify. So the first question is on your screen. Just see, try to solve it. Right, what the question here is saying. Chalo, let me do it for you. I hope you have read the question. If you want to solve it by yourself, pause the video, solve it once again, resume and see if your answer is correct or not. Okay, now statement U is greater than C is greater than O, that is one statement. K is less than O is less than P, that is second statement, is equal to W. Basically two statements are given here and we have to assume that these two statements are correct. Then which of the following is the conclusion? That will also be correct. So is U less than P? So basically we want the relationship between U and P. Once again we have to look for the common thing here. O is the common part. U is greater than C, which is greater than O also. That means U is greater than O. Okay ji. And P is greater than O. P is greater than O na. So basically relationship is something like this. Just a second. P is greater than O. So P is greater than O. So U is also greater than O, P is also greater than O. Can we say कि U is less than P? We cannot comment because there may be some situations. For example, let me prove this by some example. Supposingly U is, let's take an example. Let us suppose O is 3, right? And U is going to be, let us suppose 5, correct? And this is 3 once again, and P is going to be 4. This is one of the case कि भाई 5 is greater than 3, 4 is also greater than 3, correct? We can have one more in this what is going to happen? This is greater than me, U is greater than P is coming, but we can have a situation like this also now. Suppose I am taking this is 3, this is 4, this is 3, this is 5. This is also possible. U is greater than O and P is also greater than O. In this case, what is having? U is less than P. So we cannot conclude whether U is less than P or U is greater than P. So this conclusion does not follow. Both the cases are possible. You can be greater than P also. You can be equal to P also. In fact, if you want to see, we can have a situation where U is equal to P. For example, this is 3, U is also 4 and this is also 4. That is also possible. So basically U is equal to P is also possible, U greater than, everything is possible. We cannot conclude anything by this statement. So first conclusion does not follow. Now let's look at the conclusion number 2. So conclusion number 2 says, is W greater than K? Okay, let's see W and K. So if you see, W and P both are same. So I can say K is less than O is less than W. W or P, we can say any word. Right, so that means W is greater than O, which in turn is greater than K. So obviously W has to be greater than A. Okay, so second statement only second follows, first statement is not true. Like this we have to answer these statement conclusion kind of question. We need to see whether it is definitely true or not. Right, we need not to go for the cases here. I hope crystal clear to everyone, no doubt till here. Let's move on to the next question, which is on your screen now. Just once again, please pause the video and see if you can answer this question or not with the similar kind of logic which is following here. Correct? Okay, let me do it. What the question here is saying, let's see. Question here is saying that once again there are two statements. One statement ends here and the second statement starts from here. Now you have to give the conclusion, is E less than equal to S or not? We have to be this have to be definitely true. Like we cannot have a cases here. E should be less than equal to S or not. So if you see here, what is the common between these two? A is common, right? And if we see the relationship between these, A is greater than equal to E, right? A is greater than equal to E and S is greater than equal to A, right? S is greater than equal to A and A is greater than equal to E. So can I say, if we combine these two, I can say A greater than equal to E and S is greater than equal to E. Correct? Now the conclusion, what the conclusion say? E is less than equal to C. Of course, E is either less than S or it should be either equal to S. अगर ये भी equal हो जाए, ये भी equal हो जाए, तो they will become equal. Or if they are not equal, suppose this is not equal, this is A is greater than E and S is greater than or equal to A, so S should also be greater than E. So that means first conclusion follows. E can be less than or equal to S, both the cases are possible. E can never be less, E can never be greater than S. E कभी भी S से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता, या तो less than होगा या फिर equal to होगा. I hope first conclusion is clear to all. Now second conclusion, is H greater than B or not? Let us check. Once again, A is a common between them. So we can see H is greater than equal to N. H is either equal to N or it is more than N. And N is by default always greater than N. So H has to be greater than A. We can conclude this from this, right? And A is either less than equal to B. That means B is either greater than equal to A. Correct? So now we can have a condition when B is equal to A. If B is equal to A, please understand this. If B is equal to A, then we can say H is greater than B. That is one case. That is not always true. B can be greater than A also, no? B can be greater than A also. Now let me have a conclusion where suppose I am saying B is greater than A. Let's take a situation here. Okay, suppose I am saying B is 7 and B becomes 7 and A becomes 3, right? So B is greater than A ho gaya. B can be greater than equal to A. Now in the same situation, A is same 3. Now I can take a situation where H is going to be 5. Once again, H is greater than A is also justified. B is greater than equal to A is also justified. It is greater. But can we say H is greater than B in this situation? No, we cannot say. H is less than B in this situation. And we can reverse the situation also. Suppose I am taking this as 5 and this as 7. In that case, H will become greater than B. That means we cannot conclude whether second statement is always true or not. We can have different cases for it. So only one follows. Second statement does not follow. Second statement is not always true. That's why answer becomes A option for this question. Okay ji, let's move on to the next one. Once again, directions are given for this question also. In the following question, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusion among the given conclusions are definitely true. Similar kind of question. Question number 8, just see whether you are able to solve it or not. Okay ji, let's see. Once again, there are so many statements. Comma means first statement ends here, comma means second statement ends here, and third statement starts from the point where second ends. So this is something. Now A and T relationship we need to identify. If you see T is coming here and A is coming here, so LTK is not there, so basically we have to go through J only, right? Now if you see the relationship between A and J first, A is greater than J because A is greater than H, which is greater than equal to that means A is greater than J for sure always, right? By first statement we can conclude this, that A is always greater than J and J is greater than K and J is greater than K. J is greater than K na from the second statement. Okay, and if you see T and K are same, that means L is less than K. That means K is greater than L also. So K is greater than L also. Now what is the relation? And L and T are same. Sorry, K and T are same. My mistake. Just a second. No need for the third statement, I guess. Question is over here only. Right? If you see, question is over here only. Because A is greater than J, J is greater than K, and K and T are same. So if K and T are same, so I can directly say A is greater than T. First statement is true. A is greater than J, which in turn is greater than K. So J is greater than K and K and T are same. That means A is greater than J is greater than T also. So A is greater than T also concludes. Now if you see statement number 2, whether that is correct or not, Y is greater than L. Is it true or not? Y and L relationship. So if you see Y is greater than J always, because Y is either equal to W or greater than. Even though if it is equal to W, W is always greater than J. That means Y should always be greater than J. And J is always greater than K. Right? And K and T are equal. And from here I can also say L is less than K. That means this is greater than L also. So Y should be greater than L also, no? Y should be greater than. That means both 1 and 2 follow in this statement. I hope this kind of questions are very clear to all of you. How to do it? You just need to see the common part from where we have to start. Just see the relationship between them and directly you can conclude what is your correct answer. Okay? Fine. Next question is on your screen now. Just read it once. It is a question from blood relation. That's your favorite topic. Majority of you's favorite topic, right? So just try to make the diagram here. I hope you all are aware of the tree diagram. We have to make the tree diagram in cases of these kind of question where blood relation kind of questions are there. So what is the question saying? Rani is the sister of Piyush. So Rani is the sister of Piyush. Okay, ji. So Rani is the sister. We know the gender of Rani is negative. That means Rani is women. Women are denoted by negative. That's our notation to solve it. And men are denoted by positive. So Rani is the sister of Piyush. But we do not know the gender of Piyush. Because Piyush can be brother also or sister also. Rani is sister, that for sure. That means Rani is a female. Right? And the daughter of Kamal. And Rani is the daughter of Kamal means Piyush should also be the daughter of Kamal. And Rani's daughter of Kamal means Piyush should also be the daughter of Kamal because they are siblings. Now Kamal is the son of Gaurav. Okay. Kamal is the son means Kamal is a boy. Kamal is a male. And Kamal is a son of Mr. Gaurav. Mr. Gaurav. Okay, ji. And Kamal is a brother of Mr. Aryan. Kamal is a brother of Mr. Aryan. Matlab Mr. Gaurav is having 2 children. One is going to be Aryan and one is going to be Kunal. But we do not know the gender of Aryan here. Why? Because Gaurav, Kamal is the son of Gaurav and the brother of Aryan. Kamal is the brother of Aryan. We do not know the gender of Aryan here. Aryan is the father of Rajneesh. Aryan is a father means he is a boy and he is the father of Rajneesh. Now the question is asking you, I hope this tree diagram is clear to all. Start from the very first line, start solving it, you will easily get to know what needs to be done here. Now the question is, how is Aryan related to Piyush? Now we want the relationship between whom? Now we want the relationship between Piyush and Mr. Aryan. So can you tell me the answer? Obviously Mr. Aryan is going to be the uncle of Piyush. Chacha ho gaye Piyush ke. ठीक है, Piyush father's brother is going to be uncle, paternal, you can say, oh sorry, paternal uncle I guess, है ना, B option. So पापा के मतलब paternal uncle means चाचा हो गए. I hope in Hindi it is चाचा, everyone knows. That's the answer. I hope it is clear to everyone. कहाँ से शुरू करना है? Start from the very first line. Rani is the sister of Piyush. Draw the diagram. Kamal is the father. Father of Kamal is Gaurav. Gaurav is having one more son, that is Aryan, and the child of Aryan is Rajneesh. We want a relationship between Piyush and Aryan. So Piyush father is Aryan's brother. That means Aryan is the paternal uncle of Mr. Piyush. I hope it is clear to everyone. Next question on your screen now. Just have a look at it, and this question is very easy, I guess. This question is very easy as compared to the previous one. Yes. Pointing to a girl, Mr. Arun said, "She is the daughter of my mother's only child." Only one statement is there. So pointing to a girl, Mr. Arun said, suppose Arun is here, this person is Arun. So Mr. Arun is pointing to a girl, right, and said she is the daughter of my mother's only child. Arun is saying my mother, so Arun's mother must be this person. Arun's mother must be this person, right? And she is the daughter of my mother's only child. My mother is having only child, that means me only. भाई अगर मेरी मम्मी का एक ही बच्चा है तो वो मैं खुद हूं. अरुण इज सेइंग दैट पर्सन, दैट गर्ल इज द डॉटर ऑफ माई मदर्स ओनली चाइल्ड. मेरी मम्मी के इकलौते बच्चे की डॉटर है वो. तो अगर मेरी मम्मी के इकलौते बच्चे की बात करो, मेरी मम्मी का इकलौता बच्चा तो मैं ही होऊंगा और मेरी ही डॉटर हो गई वो, राइट. दैट मीन्स दैट गर्ल is going to be the daughter of Arun only, right? So how is the girl related to Mr. Arun? Answer is going to be C option, that is the daughter, right? So pointing to a girl, Mr. Arun said she is the daughter of my mother's only child. How is the girl related to Mr. Arun? That's the question. So just need to see what is there in the question. So Mr. Arun's mother's only child is going to be Arun only. My mother's only child is me only, and this girl is a daughter of that person. That means this girl is a daughter of me only. That's it. I hope you understood what we are doing here and you are getting it what is there in the system pura ki how we are going to do part 2 also, part 1 also. That should be very clear to you. So we have done some of the question. We have done question based on this blood relation also. We have done question on statement conclusion also in today's session. Then we have done inequalities also, statement conclusion kind of question. Then we have done some coding decoding kind of question also, right? Then we have done coding decoding only. So basically I hope you all enjoyed the session and you have you got to know what we are going to do in the subsequent sessions to come. जो भी आगे sessions आएंगे उनमें हम क्या करेंगे, similar kind of thing we are going to do. That means we'll be solving the questions and that should be mix and match of the all the logical reasoning. So we'll try to cover up all the topics so that you understand each and everything. Thank you so much. See you in the next session. तब तक के लिए bye bye. Take care everyone.